Good evening, explorers and adventurers, and welcome to another episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande. I am your humble hostess, Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on X, Blue Sky, and Instagram. I am a writer, graphic designer, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist, and your GM for tonight. Yes. The last couple episodes have absolutely been heart-wrenchers and full of intrigue, and I'm excited to get into tonight. If you are returning to us, welcome back, and we thank you for your continued support. If you are new to us, let's go ahead and introduce our amazing, wonderful cast, starting with Joey.
Joey. I play Delphinium on Mondays. Probably won't be here next Monday. We'll try. Other than that, I do a private text RPG. I do some art and cosplay here and there. You can find me at Prince Perry Pastille on X and TikTok. And then I'm Dragon Sun in the Discord.
Thank you so much. How about you, Jojo?
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm trying not to choke on a strawberry, apparently. I was like, I play Serana, and in the Twitch chat, I'm MojoJojo624, but in the Discord, I think I'm Alt Joe. It's all different. I'm not sorry about it. But yeah, no, this is what I'm doing, and I'm excited to cry again because it's gonna happen.
All the tears, waterfalls of tears, like tears in the rain.
Cascading.
Anyway. Well, great to have you here. Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I run the OKSDM YouTube channel where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. We streamed a lot last weekend, and I released a game, a one-page RPG called Contained, where you have to catch a cute little spirit using the containers physically around you. You can buy it now on Drive-Thru RPG for $2.50, and it's the first thing if you just go to Drive-Thru RPG and search Contained.
It's super cute, so definitely go check it out. And that's on top of a whole bunch of other stuff that Dennis has not mentioned that we will talk about a little bit more after the show. But thank you, Dennis. And he is also running our tech, so thank you for running all of that so I can keep my mind on the rest of the story. So thank you. And last but absolutely not least, the wonderfully harried, but we're so grateful you're here, Abby Marie Carter.
Hello, everyone. I'm Abby Marie Carter, and yes, the reason we've been late so often lately is because I don't get home from work until about an hour before this starts, and have a whole makeup look I do. So I thank you all for being so patient.
Which we greatly appreciate, by the way.
Worth it every time.
Every time.
Commitment.
You and Finn, absolutely.
Yes, so I am Abby Marie Carter. I am a New York-based, I think I'm finally used to saying that, a New York-based aspiring actor, writer, and all-around nerd. I do a lot of stuff that I will talk about at the end. And I am also ready to probably cry tonight, as it's been trauma after trauma for my character, and maybe have some heartfelt conversations with some of my fellow players that will also result in crying. See.
We shall see. We will see if the tears create seas that we see. I'm gonna let that go. Let's roll that intro video and let's get into tonight's episode of The Facite Stories from Parasande.
And we're in.
And welcome back. Last time on the Facite, our Threadchasers were chagrined to leave Aheerah alone with the recovering Kimberly for the day, while they went about and reflected on things. Serana went to the Doves to report on Kimberly's condition and where they might be able to find her should they decide to come visit. Archie and Finn went to collect a wayward member of their family, little George T. Volt, whom Hemmel had employed to draw in customers and created this whole like dancing spider thing. It was absolutely adorable. Everybody loved it. On the way home, or way back to the nurse's house, Serana was confronted by one of her oracle sisters, who brought her ill tidings, saying that not only has she been banished from Angel's Rest, but her sister has nothing more to do with her and is only in town for a greater purpose, that being an ambassador and emissary to the Harbinger. Bringing this news back to the Threadchasers, the three of them sought out where she is staying, who she is meeting with, trying to disrupt those proceedings. They got far in their investigation, but were ultimately stumped by day's end and retired back to Andri's abode to rest for the evening. And it is in that evening that we will begin. Aheerah. Change your music here. You have been sitting in the quiet, still room for the entire day, unwilling to leave Kimberly's side as she remains asleep and recovering from the torture and injuries. There are a couple interruptions, mostly Andre coming in to check things. And at one point, he knocks on the door, sticks his head in. Sorry to bother. Your friends, they said that this thing, and he points down, and you can see George kind of like peeking around the threshold into the room. Is a pet and would bring you some comfort.
I'll immediately be a little brighter upon seeing George. Yes, he is. His name is George. And then just,
Andre practically has to jump back a little bit as George skitters in quickly and will almost throw himself into your lap excitedly.
my heart. Yeah, I will just kind of finagle myself to sort of hug him as best as I can with all of his legs that I'm not gonna think about too much. Because Aheerah's not scared of spiders, but Abby is.
Okay.
And just kind of pet him.
As he wasn't so much raised a lapdog, he won't be like one of those Great Danes who thinks it's still a puppy and crawl into your lap. But after you give him a few good pets, he'll nestle down next to the chair that you're in and just chitter quietly.
Before Andre leaves, I will definitely look at him and just thank you. He's our pet, I suppose.
Oh, well, good. I didn't want anything to get in the way of Kimberly's recovery, so I was just concerned that this thing was or he George.
He's good. He's met
Okay.
Kimberly before, so he'll be okay.
Oh,
He's very sweet.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm
Want
fine.
any tea or any biscuits?
No, I'm fine. I think. At this moment, I kind of realize that I don't know, like, how long it's been. I don't know, like, the last time I ate. Because I know that, like, breakfast was brought to me, but I don't know, like, what point it is in the day. I really don't know how long I've been sitting there. So I'll just, I mean, if it's a time to eat, maybe I should eat something.
I think it is best to keep up your strength. I'll bring up a tray.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
He'll disappear for a time before coming back with a tray, some cheeses, pieces of bread, a large cup of water. Here you go. Please, let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you. I will, but I should be fine.
Very good. And he will slip out quietly again. Outside, the already dim light that has filtered through the dark, heavy clouds above dims to complete darkness outside. You hear your friends return way late in the, well, more like very early hours of the morning. You hear the closing of doors as each of them retires to their different lodgings. Hushed voices, especially as they pass by Kimberly's door. And probably an hour later or so, all goes still and quiet. Being a living doll, sleep is strange for you. And you're not even sure you need it. Just the chance to rest is sufficient enough. But a strange drowsiness comes over you at one point that night or that early morning, and you feel yourself nod off. And in that momentary slip of consciousness, you begin to hear a voice. It is melodic. It is soft and beautiful. And it stirs you from that brief unconsciousness. And when your eyes flutter open, there was someone else in the room. Appears to be a young woman of indeterminate ancestry. Sitting on the bed, stroking Kimberly's forehead. And that voice you heard is a hum that vibrates out from her lips.
I will kind of immediately reach for my needle spear, as this is a person that I don't recognize, or a creature that I don't recognize, touching very hurt Kimberly. So I will go to grab my needle spear, which I imagine I have like leaned up, like against the wall just beside my chair, or even maybe up against my chair where I'm sitting. And I will kind of poise it, not fully aimed, but just to, like, in case this is an intruder, very quickly can get into that position and just, who are you? Why are you touching her?
Be at peace, dear Aheerah. I'm Sonnet.
I will relax upon hearing that, as I have already had an encounter with Manira and know Sonnet to be Kimberly's avatar of choice. I don't know what the term is. Patron avatar, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll kind of lower the needle spear and just, why are you here?
Kimberly has always been so devoted. Did you know that her earliest poems were celebrations for me?
No, I didn't, but that doesn't surprise me. Seems very like her.
History has been one of her greatest passions, and I have been thrilled to see it grow and develop. And to see her wounded so. It breaks my heart, as I'm sure it does yours.
It's very unfortunate.
It is.
Is there anything you can do for her? I mean, you're an avatar, really. You. Maybe there's something.
More what I can do for you. The peace that I may be able to bring you, that you seek so fervently.
I don't know what you mean.
I can be her voice. Allow her to speak so that you may ask the questions that ravage your heart. And get
What
the
if-
answers you seek.
What if I don't like the answers?
Then you must do what you must.
It would really be her speaking.
It would. No illusions, no manipulations of her words. I would simply be the instrument of her voice.
I suppose knowing is not as bad as the not knowing. Oh, okay.
And she very delicately places her hand over Kimberly's throat. Takes a breath.
Aheerah? Are you there?
Yes, it's me.
Can't see anything.
I know. It's okay though. You're safe. I promise you're safe.
Everything hurts.
I know.
Did you find me?
I did. I'm with you now, or your body, I suppose. You've been put to sleep so that you can heal.
I thought of you every day.
And I you.
I missed you.
I missed you. You have no idea how much. Kimberly, I'm so sorry this happened to you, and it's all my fault.
No, it's not. Never.
It is. It really is. You were taken to get to me. I put you in danger. And then I received a letter that I thought was from you, ending things, and I just trusted it. And I left you alone for weeks.
It's not your fault. I was a terrible girlfriend before. So I understand why you didn't trust me.
No, you weren't. I mean, I guess I don't know what a good or terrible girlfriend is. You're the only one I've ever had. But I really don't think you are a terrible girlfriend. It's just, I'm different and it's hard to deal with. Don't hold that against you.
If I had talked to you, if I had let you know what was going on, maybe you wouldn't have believed that letter.
You can't blame yourself. It's not. Yeah.
Well, then I'd argue that you can't blame yours.
I just feel like it's different because you were taken because of me. And I should have checked on you at least, or had Serana go visit the hearth to see or something. I should have told you sooner before.
None of this was your fault. None of it. Blame evil. Blame that person.
Not a person, a monster. And they're dead now.
Then it's over. And maybe we have another chance.
Is that what you want?
Do you not?
No, I do. I desperately do. I don't want you to be in danger because of me. And I'm scared that by being with me, you'll always be in danger. And by proxy, Izzy and the kids and none of you deserve that. Least of all you.
What I deserve. What you deserve is love. And my only regret in all of this is not telling you how much that I love you.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely break me. And as player B is crying, Aheerah will definitely start her version of crying and just, I love you too so much. It's weird because it's as intense as the love I feel for my friends, but it's different, and I've never felt it before.
I would write in poems and verse the power of romantic loves. That's what this is. It burns hotter and brighter than any other. And sometimes we're hurt by it.
We are, but
But it also can be so healing.
it can be. I think. I don't want to lose you, Kimberly.
You're not gonna lose me.
Okay.
I'm right here.
You have to continue to get better, okay? And I'll be here every moment I can be. But I do have things I have to take care of. Okay? But I'm always thinking of you. And I'll make sure Izzy can come and see you.
Okay.
And maybe I'll leave George with you so he won't be alone. But you have to get better, okay?
I will be able to rest and be at peace, knowing that you're out there thinking of me.
I'll never stop.
And you better come home to me.
I'll do my very best to come home to you.
Okay.
I'm going to get up, or I think I'm already up, so I'm gonna approach the bed and I'm gonna kiss her forehead and just, I'm not sure if you felt that, but I just gave you a kiss.
Tingled a little bit.
Okay. Now, you need to rest now and just get better, okay?
Okay. I love you, Aheerah.
I love you too, darling.
And Sonnet will remove her hand.
I will just kind of continue standing over Kimberly's body for a few moments. Oh, I'm really not okay right now.
You and me both.
What are you talking about? Just you two? Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Crying in
Okay,
a club over here, man.
I will stand over Kimberly for a few more moments, and then I'll look over at Sonnet, and I will take a really, really shaky breath and just thank you.
That was beautiful. The love that you two have is palpable.
She and my friends mean everything to me. And I would do anything to take back what happened to her. And I will do anything to make sure nothing like this ever happens to her again.
As avatars, we cannot remove the obstacles, the challenges that are placed on you. Such direct interference would be detrimental.
I've been told.
However, I believe you're familiar with the sleeping sickness, as some have called it.
Yes.
These are the periods in which we invite dreamers and artists such as Kimberly to have a work program, internship, if you will.
Sure. I've never worked before, really.
I understand. If she were to serve for a time, it could be that her reward for such service would be to be healed of her wounds.
Including getting her voice back.
Yes.
Sorry, I just read the chat. I need a moment.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
Sorry, I'm really hard to stay in it.
An intern in my sleep. Oh no.
Okay. I will just. Well, I will certainly support. I mean, it'll be hard to be without her for an unspecified amount of time, unknown amount of time. But if it's what she wants to do, and it will heal her, I'll wait for her.
Shall speak with her.
If
That is
there's
very brave
any,
of you.
what is
To be supportive and allow her to find a way to healing that may take her away for a while.
well, it's not my decision to make for her, and as someone who left their home originally for not very long, and now is might not ever go back. I couldn't take that choice away from her, nor would I hold it against her. It simply wouldn't be fair.
I will let you know of her decision.
Please do. I'm sorry for how I first reacted. I saw you in the room. I'm still not very used to avatars. Nor am I used to falling asleep like that.
Say something we get from our mom.
Doesn't surprise me.
But no harm was done. And it was only done, or you were only going to act out of care and love for Kimberly.
I won't let anything else happen to her.
I know.
I would die before that happens. Before she's hurt again.
And she is well looked after. I must away. I hope that this has brought you some peace.
It has. It really has.
I am glad. And as a parting gift, she will extend her hand and offer you a small silver charm. It is a musical note wrapped in music bars. One of her many symbols.
I will certainly take it, and I will clasp it in my hands very delicately, and knowing it's one of her symbols, but still not quite, the avatars are still kind of new to me. So still not fully realizing the importance of it. I will just err on the side of caution and just, thank you. I will cherish this. I will add it to my collection.
And if you have need of aid, wish upon it.
I will.
And she will begin to vocalize again, singing a soft lullaby. And you feel that drowsiness drop over again. And when you snap out, she is gone. And it is morning. For the rest of my crew.
Yes, we're still here.
Yes.
Ah, yes. I've stopped crying now. Thank you so much. Can't wait to do that again.
Morning comes gently. And with it, the hope of a new day. What would you like to do? Or what are you doing this morning?
Probably downstairs eating breakfast.
Same.
I'm probably telling them what I saw, if I even realize what I saw.
You're talking about your visions of the Feywild? Hmm. Well, please feel free to describe it.
Morning,
Yeah, I would have
So-
Finn.
asked you.
I have never done anything like that before. It was a little overstimulating, but the smells and sounds and sights and it's colorful and vibrant, and I didn't see anyone, but just for a second.
So it worked.
Yes.
Sort of.
Maybe I wasn't focused enough. I don't even know the names of my ancestors. I wouldn't know where to start, but I guess their realm is a good place.
Hold on. Either it's way too early, or I haven't been told anything.
Oh, sorry. I mean, well, this happened last night. Finn asked if Finn needed help focusing on possibly seeing her ancestors.
Oh,
So I helped.
and it sounds like it was successful?
I mean, I'd consider it so. I've never had a vision. I've never casted a spell until now. This is a whole new world for me. I'm still a little confused.
Yeah. Well, you'll get there.
I still think.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I still think I prefer what my eyes can see in the material plane.
I
It is
can
a
see a
little
lot of
easier
things.
to interpret.
Mhm.
That's accurate.
Aheerah, you do hear the sounds of life in the morning.
Yeah, I think that I will kind of like groggy for potentially the first time ever. I will kind of wake up and whatever that really means.
Like, what is this feeling? I hate it.
I don't like it.
This is gross.
I can't breathe right now, honestly. Okay. Well, I think upon hearing the sounds and like waking myself up, I will spend a few minutes with Kimberly. She's kind of holding her hand, making my presence known.
Mhm.
And then I will kiss her head again, kiss her forehead again, very pointedly avoiding her lips that have been so harmed at this point and are so not looking great. And I'll just kind of whisper to her, I love you. And then I will take my leave and head downstairs to see my friends. I will probably call to George, but try and make it in a way that he can either stay in the room with Kimberly or come with me. It's up to him.
he skitters out a little bit, ready and willing to follow you, but then like kind of stops in the middle of the room and kind of looks back and forth uncertainly, but will step towards you.
As he does, I'll kind of be like, it's okay if you want to stay. I doubt he'll understand, but I'm still going to talk to him anyway.
His, I don't know, mandibles, fangs, I'm not sure.
Pincers?
There's a bug name
Pincers,
for it,
yes.
I'm sure.
Will click together, kind of indicating that he's probably a little hungry.
But I'll call him to me. So we can get him some food.
Okay.
What do we feed him? Generally speaking.
Usually he's outside catching his own stuff.
Okay, we'll just let him out, and I'm not going to think too much of it.
Okay.
I definitely don't want to think about that at all.
So he will you'll open the front door and George will skitter out quickly. And as you head around the hearth into the kitchen area where the other three are, you see, or there's this thud against the side of the house as George scampers up it, chasing a bird.
He is a cute little animal. He is our pet. He is a cute little animal. He is our pet. He is a cute little animal. Our pet.
I feel like now might be the most appropriate time to ask, has George grown at all since we first got him?
He's molted at least twice by now.
Want to keep that for research.
You would.
Yeah.
And look at this.
God.
Everyone's horrified.
Disgusting.
I literally feel so gross.
You're welcome.
Aheerah doesn't care. Aheerah doesn't care, but Abby cares so much. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
He is our pet. He is cute. He is our pet.
Uh-huh. So, marginally, yeah, he's grown a little bit.
I feel like you're doing this on purpose at this point.
I am not. I am just trying to be honest with the story.
I am. If it
Upon
makes you feel
hearing
better.
this, I think we'll all kind of know that means Aheerah's either left the room or opened the door at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think Serrano would probably stand up weirdly fast. And just wait for her to come down, like some really awkward Englishman who's trying to be proper and stuff when ladies walk into a room. That's exactly what she looks like right now. Just
That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, after letting George out, I would make my way into the kitchen, dining room, hearth. Where the fuck are y'all?
In
What else?
the kitchen eating breakfast.
yeah.
Okay.
I make my way to the kitchen as well after letting George out.
Morning.
Hey.
I also
Hey.
think for kind of the first time, there's a hint of tiredness. That's different than all the time she's been dying or almost dying. This is like a human, like a mortal, like tiredness. Good morning.
Aheerah. You want some breakfast?
Sure, breakfast sounds lovely.
There's
How
there's potatoes over there and eggs next to it if you want some.
I will go and get myself a helping of eggs and potatoes.
how are you?
Weird.
You okay?
Better. Yeah, I had a visit from an avatar.
Which one?
Sonnet, Kimberly's avatar, patron. Yeah, the one she worships.
Yeah.
And how is she? I mean, Kimberly.
I'm hurt. She hasn't woken up yet, but I did speak to her. Sonnet has a sort of power where she could allow me to speak to Kimberly, and she's hurt bad and hurting a lot. So the sleep is, I think, what's best for her. But she's my girlfriend again, so that's good. And the avatar can't really intervene, as they keep telling us. But there's this thing that I learned about when I visited a temple to Mira. Was it to Mira? Okay. A temple to Mira, where people will go to sleep and allow their bodies or their consciousness to be used in some way or to help the avatars, and they usually exchange something. They're given something in return. It's often called a sleeping sickness, but not really a sickness. But Sonnet is going to ask Kimberly if she'd like to do that, and if she does, and when it's over, she'll be healed completely. And Sonnet said that she would let me know what Kimberly decides. So,
Well, that's different.
yeah. So I feel like it's no weirder than most of the stuff we've experienced.
It isn't the weirdest thing, to be honest. It's not.
In fact, something kind of weird happened while you were taking care of her. I don't think we've shown you this yet. And Archie will reach into a pouch and pull out the dinner invitation.
Oh. When?
Whenever we
choose.
want.
We weren't going to go without you.
Do we want to go? Can we even say no to this?
I think at this point it is in our best interest. If he is not a foe, we might learn something. We just have to hope.
before we get too far into this, are you feeling up to it?
Yes. Yes. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
I promise. I'm more okay than I've been in a while. And I want to apologize for how I acted the last few days, weeks.
You don't have to. We already know. And we forgive you.
She'll kind of pop up from her seat and go over to you, Archie, and I will give you a big hug. Probably the kind where I like accidentally lift you off your seat because of the size difference.
And it's like
And
from
Aheerah doesn't
behind,
really
I'm
know her
already
own.
sitting down.
His little arms just
And Aheerah doesn't really know her own strength.
like a little cat.
Aw.
And then I'll just plop you back down.
Okay. We, I don't think, can afford to give Sir Ferahst anything less than our best. That means, I mean that in every sense of the word. We need to be alert. We need to be ready for anything. And we need to look fire.
I don't know what that means.
It not actually on fire. We need to look really good, which means we need to go shopping.
People still say that in this era, right?
Yes.
I don't know if that translated well.
No. It
That's
it
old
did.
halfling.
I just yeah. We're gonna pretend
Small,
like
small town. Remember, they didn't
you were also
they
kind
didn't
of
get
kept
out much.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
okay.
never had friends or anyone besides y'all. The only other person I ever talked to was Delalore, and she's Delalore. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Do we
So,
want to go
shopping.
today?
unless we would like to investigate what we lost last night. Yes.
What did we lose last night?
Serana's sister was in town and she delivered a message to the
Good for you.
Harbinger.
I don't like that.
No.
Serana,
But
I don't much like your family.
Well, that's fine. They're not my family anymore. They banished me.
I guess you're all. If the world doesn't end, you're welcome at my place.
Thanks, Finn. Anyway, yeah. If we're not thinking about pursuing that lead, let's go shopping.
all right.
All right.
Right?
Threadchasers on 3, and Archie puts his the hand with the charm in the middle of the table.
Serana immediately stands up and starts walking away.
Is it on 3 or after 3?
Not doing it.
Threadchasers chasing threads.
That's too many
3.
S's. I can't. No.
Everybody's
Okay.
face went like dead for.
We're just not going to address it.
Archie,
So
we don't do
over.
that anymore. That's old. You can say fire, but you can't do that.
I hear it just like, I don't understand. What are we doing?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
It's a Gipty thing.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
All right. So, you will head out into town to track down some new threads. Fine threads.
Question.
That's
Yes.
what you did.
Do we have enough money to get pretty much whatever we want?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Ooh.
This is what happens when you save your money in games of D&D,
Yep.
folks.
Mhm.
Y'all
We
are
budget.
gonna
You
have
get new
to
character
help
art.
Aheerah.
Yeah, fine clothing is suitable for a noble or royal. Is averages about 2 gold.
Are you serious? Amazing.
Yeah.
We're
Just
good.
2?
Just
Hello.
2. So if you wanted to totally bling yourselves out,
Oh yeah.
I would say, unless you're going for like rare and expensive jewelry and stuff like that, you could probably look like the richest mother effers out there with 5 gold each.
I do want to see if I can find like I would want to like look into maybe getting like a ring of not perception, but like something that can heighten awareness, if there's something like that, or a potion that we could all get so we're all on higher alert or have advantage on perception checks or something.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we can set you up with something like that. Yeah, let me do some searching on that. But if you will, each of you, if you want to describe the outfits that you would eventually end up with.
Big questions. Biggest question of the whole campaign right there.
Mm-hmm.
Archie is going to go out. I come out of the tailor shop fully dressed in high, like almost riding boots, like a light brown, with a dark navy blue tailcoat with silver buttons. And underneath that is his usual new and clean loose white shirt underneath a black vest, also trimmed with silver embroidery. And atop his head is going to be a small, like, top hat, also black. At his side, he's going to be carrying a dark brown briefcase with his equipment and medical supplies in it.
He's just a little guy. He has a little top hat.
Well, it's little for you. It's normal size for him.
Listen, it's still cute.
We're out here shopping in the kids section.
Mm-hmm.
Serana has to shop in like men's big and tall almost because she's so freaking tall. Oh my god.
And Aheerah gets to do normal. Sort of. Normal-ish. She's up in the like petite section just because she's not, by normal standards, she's not tall. 5'2" is not tall. And that's how tall she is.
Mm.
Hey now.
That's how tall I am.
Oh.
I forget that you're that short in real life.
I know, everyone does. And then they meet me and they go, wow, you're so small. Like, I met one of my TTRPG friends in person for the first time a couple weeks ago. And they said, wow, you're so small. And I was like, yes, we talked about this.
Abby, whenever you and I eventually meet in person, you're gonna look up at me and be like, "Oh my god, you're so tall." Just
Yep.
do it. It's okay. I won't say that you're small. Just talk about my height. It's okay. It won't go to my head.
You'll think it though.
Mm-hmm.
I will describe mine next if anyone else isn't ready to go. So Serana is not used to having nice things. So it's gonna look more on the simple side, but also more on like the simple but like elegant, you know what I mean? She'll have this emerald, like dark emerald dress. Underneath she'll have these black stockings, probably still have some like nicer leather wraps around her shins and her legs. And across her back, kind of almost like a cape, but like hanging from her two shoulders, is gonna be this like long tresses of like chiffon fabric in more of a goldish color, and there's like dapples of gold all over. And her hair is also like beautifully braided. She does not put this much effort in ever. And she's also somehow got makeup on, like just a little bit. Like, you know, her lips don't look totally the way that they usually do. And she's also sporting some earrings, which is like also weird. She doesn't know how to walk very well yet with this. She's more used to pants, so she's probably like waddling a little bit, like
I'm used to pants.
kicking the skirt just a little bit. Like, I should have got this hemmed. It's just so long. Ugh. But that's her outfit.
Wonderful.
Alright. Yeah. I'm like searching up pictures currently so I can know something to describe.
I can go first.
Yeah, go for it.
If you're ready, please.
I think Finn would also err on the side of simple and, well, practical at least. She's definitely wearing suit pants, something with pockets, some nice boots that kind of come up. I assume we probably want to look unarmed, so she's probably going to shove her daggers down in her boots. If that doesn't look conspicuous. For
We're
the
trying
top,
to look unarmed.
for the top, she's probably going to go for something light pink, like a nice blouse, maybe something short-sleeved, and then like a cardigan or something over top, something to keep her warm, or maybe something even furry.
Got to get some nice furs. There's a special kind of snow leopard that is unique to the region. Its pelt, or its fur, has a natural camouflage quality that is almost magical, rendering it near invisible in wintry environments. And wearing said pelt kind of gives this illusory shimmer to the clothing.
That's perfect. I want like a shawl or like a coat made out of that, and then I think the shirts would be long sleeve. I forget we're like freezing out here. And then other than that, Finn's not a makeup and jewelry kind of lady. I think she buys herself a new pair of glasses, something that just looks a little nicer and not bent up, and a brush to actually brush her hair for once. She'll just be picking out knots on the way.
Sure. Wonderful. Aheerah?
Yes. So, first of all, Aheerah would need help. It's not just that she's not used to this, she literally has no idea what to look for. Like, she's never been to anything fancy ever in her life. She's been wearing the same like two garments of clothing that she made like her entire life. So there would be a lot of like, no, not that, Aheerah. No, not that one. No, let's steer you over towards this. From the
Aheerah
group.
comes out of the changing room, and everybody's like, no.
Aheerah's not really allowed to pick her own clothes. I feel like it would be a group effort.
Love
But
that.
what finally gets landed on, I think, would be a dress of like light blues and purples, and it's very flowy. So it's, I don't even know how to describe the cut, but it kind of goes along her shoulders and it's slightly off the shoulder, and it's just kind of a straight cut across the chest, and is form-fitting to the waist and then kind of spills out and is just very flowy, and it has very long sleeves that with like lots of fabric, and it has some gold trimmings and gold designs on it, and it's all very flowy, and it also leaves her room to have like fleece lined leggings essentially underneath for warmth and things like that, although the dress itself could possibly be fleece lined because we are in fact in the snowfields, so probably the dress itself is like that, and probably a nicer pair of boots than she's ever known. I like the idea that they're white and have a slight heel and have gold laces and like gold trimmings up the side. And I truly think she would probably leave her hair the way it is and not really know to do any accessories, except for her bracelet, which you would all note now has an extra charm on it of a music note with a bar of music wrapped around it. If somebody suggests it, she might take her hair out of the braids, but that's kind of as far as she'll go. She doesn't really know what to do here.
Honestly, Serana is very accustomed to braids. She would have offered at some point to give you a different braid.
Yeah, I like the idea that maybe she gets a braid just like straight down the back for the first time instead of the two like poofy side braids. So her hair is kind of for the first time pulled back entirely away from her face. And then I like the idea that she gets like a hairpiece that's also gold adorned and just kind of sits. It's like one of those drop crowns kind of
So like
things.
a circlet?
Is that what they're called? Yeah.
The bands that go, yeah.
Yeah, but it's more like of a like actual hairpiece and kind of, yeah, bit of circlet. Sort of, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
And just like kind of gold and has like gold nice things, or probably like silvery
Like
white,
gold filigree and
yeah, that kind of in like dangly things that kind of drop into her hair and stuff like that.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I think that would be Aheerah's look.
You all look stunning and elegant and handsome. I think we need to get some new character art.
Yes.
All right. So you will spend the day getting fitted, purchasing these new outfits, and upon the next day, all of the final outfits will be delivered if you're willing to pay for a little bit of rush delivery kind of thing.
Yes.
I think we can handle it.
Yeah.
I already marked 20 gold off for this.
Just for you?
No, for everyone.
Oh,
5
for
each.
everyone. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, Dennis,
Yeah.
you mark 50 gold off for me if you're keeping track of my money. Are you keeping track of my money? Am I keeping track of my money? I forget.
I'm certainly not.
Okay, well then I'll mark it off in my thing. I'm
Okay.
definitely getting that ring.
Yeah, so I have created the cat's sight ring, which will grant a permanent +1 bonus to perception checks on sight-based checks. And it will increase to a +2 at night. Yeah.
Definitely
Cool.
getting that.
Fantastic. All right. The next day, delivery people knock all morning on the door, delivering these packages with the various pieces of your outfits, gowns and cloaks and other parts, until your outfits are complete just about midday.
We should send word ahead at some point while this is happening.
Yes. I think
Sure.
Archie would have done that. Probably when they were on the day we were shopping.
Okay. Perfect.
But would also, at some opportunity when we're all together, talk about what our plan is and what might or might not happen at this meeting.
Yeah.
Mm.
What is our plan?
I don't think we can have one. Not entirely. Just have some knowledge going in that I think we should go over first. First and foremost, Simon is dead. And Simon worked for Sir Frost.
Yeah, do we think Sir Frost is gonna be upset about that?
I think it's a coincidence that we were summoned right after Simon was killed.
It's possible.
Could
It's
go either
also
way.
possible Simon tricked Sir Frost. And Sir Frost didn't know what he really was, what they really were.
So we simply don't know.
We do know.
I think that priority number 1 is to find out if Sir Frost... Oh, did he lag?
Maybe.
You started talking and then you lagged. Oh.
Yeah, right there.
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, then.
We need to know if Sir Frost is on our side or not, and we don't want to give too much away, but Sir Frost knows a lot. Perhaps he knows about Rhett and all the different things happening at once.
I hope so. Certainly make our job easier.
I'm already inclined not to trust him very much,
No,
but
we
I will
can't go in
follow.
there trusting him.
I will follow y'all's lead.
There are butlers and there are definitely armed guards where we're going.
Do I still get to have my needle spear on me? I feel like it's a very good
yeah.
idea to have.
You think we could check him at the door?
We'll go with
Web-
them. If they let us in with them, we go with. If they make us check them, they
I
make us
don't
check.
like being unarmed.
Powerful people don't
My
like.
dagger's fit in my boots.
Yeah, they could always hide things. It's just
I don't know that I could have my needles there.
could go buy a bag of holding. Strap it to your inner thigh, shove the needle into it.
I don't
And I
think
could
that a
always-
bag of holding is going to make it past the door if we're trying to sneak weapons in.
If it's strapped to her inner thigh, why would they look there?
How small
Good
is a
point.
bag of holding?
I don't know.
The ones I've seen are pretty big.
So I will say that while you're shopping for your ring, Sarana, that you'll come across another magical ring that is kind of its own little storage device. Essentially, the ring can store a weapon inside it, and it can, with a command word, you can recall your weapon to your hand from the inside the ring. I think I don't remember if it's as a reaction or I'll have to find it, but
Buy it.
How much is that?
Probably expensive.
Probably.
2 silver.
I will have to pull up a character I know has one.
What character do you know that has one?
Oh, you know what character.
Oh, wait. Is this? Oh yeah. You know what?
Fuck you. I'm so mad about that campaign. We're not going to talk about it.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Hey, it's a cool thing, all right? It's
Victoria's
cool.
Winter likes torturing me when I play
And
in
her
campaigns,
girlfriends.
and in particular likes torturing my girlfriend
In every universe.
in every universe.
May I provide a shortcut? Torture yourself, you'll never get a girlfriend.
Hey!
Talking about Flynn!
Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
Call an ambulance for him.
Big yikes.
Oof, buddy. That's rough, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Just be arrow ace like Finn.
I
This
will
is
have to
true.
find it, but please continue. I don't want to spend the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will continue under the pretense that this thing exists.
Flame jaw.
So we can, yeah. I can still have that. You know, fiery weapon and all.
Yeah, they're not going to try to take it at the door.
Not if it's on my hand.
Do they have any
You're
sort of
getting one
detect
these
magic?
too.
Uh-huh.
Rich people always have magic on them.
I know.
Wait, how many rings are we getting?
Well-
Here it is. Found it.
Ooh.
2.
It is the Ring of Discretion. The Ring of Discretion magically conceals any armor and sheathed weapons you're wearing, either by turning them invisible or creating the illusion of ordinary clothing.
And then the command word thing is what reveals it?
Mm-hmm.
We pick the command word, or is it given?
Usually it's given.
Is it
Also-
possible to get 4 of these so that Finn and I can also have armor?
Yeah, how much are they?
They're 15 gold.
Oh, yeah, we'll get 4. If the
Okay.
shopkeep has 4. I will cover those, no problem.
Sure.
That was my
rich
next
rich.
question. What's our AC look like?
We got
Ew.
money.
We bougie up in this place. Hello.
Yeah,
Bougie,
this
we
this
got money,
purchase
money.
Is she?
this purchase just puts us below 600 gold.
Yeah, so you got some more.
We
Though,
got
I'm sure we could
money.
have a ring version of the gloves of storing. Gloves of storing item can be stored in these supple leather gloves and held in an extra-dimensional space. When the item is placed inside the glove, an image of the item appears as a simple stitched pattern on the back of each glove. But I don't see why it can't be a ring either. But that is 340.
Ooh.
Let's just hide the stuff.
We staying with the ring.
Okay.
Let's
We're
take
trying to make ourselves broke. Yes.
How you save money?
Alrighty. I mean, you can get a bag of holding too, but that's
This is way cooler.
This is way cooler. Yeah. Very well. So you now
Can we
have rings. that will-
flavor it in such a
Sure,
way that
What?
we are wearing armor and our dress clothing? Can we flavor it so that those switch places or something? So I don't have to wear leather armor on top of or underneath a tailcoat.
Sure.
Yay.
define weapon. A crossbow has multiple parts.
So you'd be able to have the crossbow and the quiver of bolts.
Okay, if armor's covered, I'll take the crossbow in the ring form.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So you are then headed to Sir Frost. Do you have your plan
Wait,
together?
we rested
No.
for the night, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Before the okay.
Huh.
I can maybe finally get back to my full hit points for the first time in really? I don't even know how long.
Whoa.
I put my armor back on. Haha.
I don't think I've ever taken my armor off.
I don't think so either. I mean, I in theory I have, but like, aw.
Truly, I think Aheerah would like have the time sleeping.
Our goal coming into this meeting is gathering information and to determine whether Sir Frost is a friend or a foe. We could use a patron.
Much I'm any help with that, but I am getting better at telling when people are lying.
Good.
I hope that he's a friend. We have a lot of foes.
Too many.
Off we go, I suppose.
Very good. You will, via the instructions in the letter, you will summon a carriage at an appointed time that will take you to Sir Frost's residence. The carriage crosses over onto the west side of the Facite and heads for the outskirts. You come to a tall fence and stone wall surrounding the estate. several guards see the carriage approaching and will push open the gates, allowing you through to continue unimpeded down the lane toward the multi-level mansion at the end of it.
Aheerah is staring out the window of the carriage, just in complete awe of this place. I don't think she's ever seen such a expensive home.
That's not even half of it. The grounds that pass by are neatly manicured and tended. Trees that have a icy blue tinged bark and crystalline fruit that hangs from some of its boughs. There are sweet bell bushes in fine rows. There's sculptures and statuary littering the grounds. And you pull up into a kind of roundabout and pull up to these large, intricate wooden doors before you're let out. The servant who had brought you the invitation helps you out of the carriage. Welcome. You are most expected.
Thank you, John. Was it?
Yes.
Thank you kindly.
He
Zorana
turns.
just nods and
Yeah.
just like a, yep.
If you will please follow me. And he will take you up the stairs to the landing just outside the doors. Again, the doors open and he leads you inside into this opulent hall. Now, in keeping with the snowfields aesthetic, direct center in the hall is a hearth burning bright and warm. There are stairs that go up to a second level. Fine art and decorations just are on display, portraying not only wealth, but a sense of style and a love of history. But instead of taking you up the stairs or to anywhere else on the ground floor, John bids you to a gate that leads down and beckons you down a set of carpeted stairs to a lower level.
Never seen carpet before.
Me neither.
Wow.
Have you not?
No. I mean, I've seen rugs, sure.
But it's like attached to the floor?
And it covers the whole thing. Huh. Wild.
John simply let you revel in your wonderment as he leads you
Aheerah's
down.
just like staring up and all around, just like wide-eyed, childlike wonder.
More art lines this hallway of this lower level that branches off at regular intervals. But John is taking you directly to the doors all the way at the end of the hall, at which he'll nod to the guards standing on either side. He will trace some sort of symbol in the air in front of the doors. And there is this feedback, almost like energy being dispersed, before he presses open the doors and steps aside, allowing you entry.
Can I get a good look at what symbol he traced, or if he used a tool to trace it?
Give me a perception check. Actually, give me either arcane or occult.
$11.
11. It's done with such a flourish and with practiced speed that you don't catch most of it. John steps aside and motions you in. The room beyond is surprisingly large for how deep you must be. Even from the hall, you can tell there are multiple levels to this library. Fine desks and reading chairs allow for someone to relax and pore over the many tomes that litter the space.
Is no one inside?
Are you going to enter?
Oh, I thought we had already entered. I think that makes it clear. Aheerah's gonna walk in.
Okay. Everybody else?
I'll go in.
Very good. Aren't you the only one sitting outside? Just be like...
I'll take one last look around the hallway and then go in myself.
Okay. You enter in, and you feel a temperature shift. It goes from being comfortably warm to very chilly. Not in a, evil, we're about to get attacked kind of chill, but it just grows really cold. There is movement by the desk as someone stands from behind it and gets up from a tall back chair and moves around the desk. It is another Ghelfi halfling. His hair is a slicked back sheer white. Almost so white that the tips are tinged just a bit blue. He is in a fine outfit that matches yours in quality and accoutrement. Evening. How wonderful that you could be here. I am Sir Ferahst.
Thank you for having us, Sir Ferahst. We are the Threadchasers.
I know. And I have heard so many of your exploits so far.
I'll like
Most-
lean over to Serana and just, I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
We're gonna pretend like it is. Just, we're fine.
Okay.
Mostly good, I hope.
Hmm. From what I hear, you aim to be the heroes of the Facite.
We just aim to do good.
Good. And why good?
Because that is what makes us and the people around us happy.
Do others' happiness matter so much?
It does, because it makes us happy. When
So you do it for your own pleasure.
That's a funny way of saying it, but you should always leave places better than you found them. Call it a sense of duty or our own pleasure.
Well, I wouldn't consider stripping a culture of its past, leaving it better. Mining it for its natural resources.
those
can-
resources are hardly natural.
And we didn't, like, start there. We just kind of got caught up in it a little bit. And also, you funded us? So, doesn't that make you part of it and privy to stripping the culture of which you're a part of? I mean, I'm sure it's to get it back, but still.
If memory serves, I commissioned you to find a particular dig site, an item within that particular dig site, to find your way toward a veritable threat that you subsequently lost.
Yes, everyone does like bringing up that point.
Is it not true?
Speaking of, I was wondering, how did you know exactly where that music box would be? And even more curious, how did you know what it is?
That is asking me to reveal a lot of secrets, all before dinner. But I assume you still wish to know.
I mean, I feel like your face is the biggest secret we've had thus far.
My face.
Yes. We didn't know what you looked like. And your little helper didn't either.
My little helper. I assume you refer to Simon.
Yeah.
One of my many agents. And he does know what I look like. Or did. Or they knew what I looked like. I met with all my agents personally.
So he was just a lying sack of shit then. All right. Pardon the language. Sorry.
I can't say that I didn't see his betrayal as a potential risk. I had hoped that some of our shared conditions would encourage loyalty. But alas, I understand that you dispatched them.
That's correct.
Yes.
No simple feat.
It really wasn't.
I commend your ability to survive and know that I chose well.
Chose well how?
Oh. That I chose you well.
And why do you say that? What makes us such a good choice?
Are you not? The things you have accomplished, the lives you've saved.
And the ones that are still
Of
at
course.
risk.
Hmm.
As I'm sure
Yes,
you know,
that
we're
is-
not without our failures.
Well, I have already alluded to that. But you have also proven yourself many times over, which is one reason why I have called you for dinner tonight. As your best will be needed in the coming days. For without it, I am afraid that the Facite will cease to exist, along with its people. And I understand that there are several people within the Facite currently that are of great import to all of you.
Yes.
Why is there so much world-ending stuff?
Why is it always
Yeah.
us?
Because you are the right people at the right time. Or wrong time, depending on how you perceive it. You can, of course, as is any individual's option when confronted with their destinies, if you believe in such a thing, your option to walk away. to deny your fate and destiny, to walk away from those who are in peril, who need your assistance. And if you can live with that, well, perhaps we will have a lovely meal and you can be on your way. But if you are as selfless as I have come to understand, you will do what needs to be done when it is asked of you. And when there is no one else capable of such heroism.
I hope you can help us achieve those ends. We're spinning our wheels as it is.
I can provide resources. I can provide resources, people. But in this particular case, you will be the tip of the spear, as is so simply put. You will be directed, or well, you will be responsible for directing these resources, making sure they go where they need to.
I expect nothing less, and I promise you that we are capable, given the knowledge and the help that we need, and we are grateful.
This doesn't mean we trust you.
Nor should you. We have only just met, and until today, I have worked through an intermediary. I would not expect you to blindly confide in me and trust in me, for actions have more weight than words.
Especially considering that intermediary betrayed you and also kidnapped mine and Archie's girlfriends.
His proclivity, or their proclivities, were gruesome.
Hmm.
I would dare say you were fortunate that you saved them when you did.
We certainly were. And well, we don't trust you. It is not your fault that happened. You are not responsible for everything that your agents do, even when they don't betray you. I also did make a promise to an avatar that I would make sure nothing happened to someone, so your resources would be really helpful in being able to hold true to that promise.
Avatars. Even when they're not allowed to meddle, they do.
They find their way around.
Yes, well, I do believe that the world is better off without their influence. Wouldn't you agree? And he looks pointedly at Archie. Your family paid the ultimate cost.
The world paid the ultimate cost.
No. The world did not.
My world did.
Part of it.
I'm sorry if this is a personal question, but it is for me as well. You remember your time before the ice?
I do. Do you not?
I remember what I'm good at. My skills did not fade. But if you asked me to recall the name of someone from before my centuries of madness, I would not be able to come up with one.
There are ways to restore your memory.
How?
Rituals, spells. It would be traumatic, but it can be done. Is that something you would desire?
Whether I desired it or not doesn't matter. We have more pressing matters. I'd much rather protect the loved ones of today than remember the ones that are already gone.
Dare say that the past, our individual pasts, are what shape us, mold who we are in its image, in its reflection. And without that, well, the personality can take on new form, influenced by perhaps the first contact that you had. A certain wanderer.
I like who I
You ever-
am.
Oh, do you? But you never wonder who you were before Ellis's influence made you what you are now?
I'm not one to question my saviors. Not that I would even be able to if I tried. Maybe one day I'll discover who I used to be. But that day is still far off.
Very well. But in that expression, that holds promise for our dealings tonight, as I dare say that I can be a savior. Now, who's hungry?
This is just me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I mean,
I
where's
would
the
be
food?
I would be honored.
I think that is a good place for us to stop tonight. Hope our audience will notice that we did not take a break tonight. That is because we are ending a little bit early tonight. Because some of our cast have things they need to do and sleep they need to get. So we will allow them that time.
All of them.
And we will pick up this delightful conversation time. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. This has been a very emotional, very heartfelt and exposing episode. So thank you all for coming along this journey with us. I have been your humble hostess, Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky. I am so very excited, very, 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 very excited to announce that tomorrow I will be holding a listening party for the premiere episode of Tabletop Tailspinner Network's newest podcast, All Our Faults, a Monster Hearts 2 actual play podcast, emceed by myself, starring Abby up there, though she won't be in this first episode because these are the prologues, and hers will be up second, so that'll be next week. But she is a part of that cast, and it is going to be phenomenal. So I hope that you will join us tomorrow night at, what did I say, 8:30 Eastern. What did I say? I don't remember now. I said 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be here. We will listen to the first prologue episode of All Our Faults. And yeah, just enjoy it. You can come chat with myself and some of the cast members if they get to pop on. And hopefully it'll be something you enjoy and want to listen further. After that, on Thursday, we have Ravenwood, another Monster Hearts story, emceed by our very own Abby Marie Carter as well. And I'm sure she can tell you more about that when it gets over to her. But yeah, those are the things that I am excited about this week. I think that's all I have. How about you, Abby?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Abby Marie Carter, a New York-based aspiring actor, writer, and all-around nerd. If you want to get in contact with me, I didn't say this earlier, I realized. I'm on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter, and oh boy, I kind of do a lot. I'm here every Monday playing Aheerah. As Winter said, I will be on the podcast, the Tabletop Tailspinners Monster Hearts 2 podcast, All Our Faults. My flashback episode premieres next week. I am playing a character named Celine of a fan-made skin called The Hunted. She is a half-fae princess living in the mortal realm, being hunted by something that followed her back from the Fey realm. So lots of fun, lots of trauma, and lots of just like high school hijinks already happening in the episodes we have so far. It's a lot of fun. Very intense, but a lot of fun. So please come check that out because the episode that's airing tomorrow, the very first one, is really good and really interesting and sets up a lot of cool things for when we get into the actual episodes. On Thursday, I will be running Ravenwood, another Monster Hearts 2 campaign. It is a monster university, so set in college, murder, mystery, gothic horror fest. A lot happens, and it's a pretty dark show. So if you aren't into that sort of thing, probably would refrain from joining us. But if you are cool with that sort of stuff, please come watch. We have about a month left of our campaign, so things are really coming to a point right now. Lots of stuff is happening, and apparently I haven't really let off the gas since the beginning, according to my players. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, come check us out. I torture them a lot. They all gave me permission, I swear. And then on Saturday, I will be joining the Phantom Arts Fest run by the Neon Caster. I will be playing in a Delta Green one-shot run by the amazing Juicy Garland, who is also a part of all the Monster Hearts 2 stuff that I do. Very excited about that. It is a new system that I've never played before. But we had our session 0 yesterday and started creating our characters, so I'm very excited, and that should be really fun. I don't know where that's airing, but I will post on my social media once I confirm where and what it's airing on, and that information will be there. So if you want to know, I'll try and post in the Discords I'm in, at Abby_Marie_Carter on Instagram, and then at Abby Marie Carter on everything else that I have. I have some other minor writing projects in the work that if I ever fully get started on, I will actually start announcing in preparation for them and to motivate myself to do them. Right now they're not happening, and they're just kind of passion projects that might not go anywhere. I think that is all I am doing. Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, that's me.
All right. Well, thank you, Abby. How about you, JoJo? Anything going on with you? And before you go, I do want to point out that I love your charm bracelet that you've got there.
Oh yeah. So
I did notice that. So thank you.
I made this for Ren Fair in Colorado, actually, and I meant to put like spring water from a mountain. Never ended up doing that, but no, I made this for my Ren Fair costume, and I was like, you know what, it's somewhat close, and I couldn't find a dove little thingy.
No, but
you know.
I love the kind of callback, so I appreciate it.
Had to. Yeah, I'm Joe. I played Serana tonight, and I don't really do much else right now. I love to write. I've been writing a lot more lately, and I've been reading a lot. So if you guys like books and writing and stuff, hit me up. I'm also super into character creation, so if you ever need help naming a character, also weirdly big into that. Totally open to play games. I am playing a private game on Saturdays. That's super fun. And yeah, no, I hang out on the Discord and stuff. I'm just there. Just hit me up and stuff. And watch the VODs because they're all uploaded now. And you can see us cry multiple times.
In the last couple episodes, yeah.
Yeah. So feel free. Watch those. I'll put that in the chat real quick.
Thank you.
If I remember correctly. Yes, I did. All right.
There you go. Thank you, Joe. And Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey. I play Finn on Mondays, and I don't want to miss dinner with Sir Frost for the world, so even if I am on my phone in a strange place, I will try to make it happen. I will be driving from the coast on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
In the meantime, I will have maybe not drawing in a moving car, but I will have plenty of time to draw instead of do makeup or cosplay. So on X, there may be art of Finn, or there may be art of a troll. I'm playing a private RPG stuck. Please don't judge me. The past came back for me.
No judgment. Yeah.
So could be Finn, could be a troll. We'll find out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be AWOL for the week.
All right. Well, if you are unable to make it, we will miss you, and we will make sure you're all caught up. And heck, if you have any like particular questions or anything that you want to pose to Sir Frost, we can certainly make sure they get answered next episode.
Cool. I will do what I need to.
All right. And then, last but certainly not least, our dear Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I run the OKSDM YouTube channel where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. I'm not going to be on that channel this week. If you want to cry some more, you can come over to Talking XP on YouTube, where I will be running another Sagas game, this time Avatar: The Last Airbender, in the era where there is no Avatar, while Aang is frozen. And it will be set during Iroh's Siege of Ba Sing Se. If you know what happens during that, you know why I said there's might probably be a lot of crying. It's going to be a very intense show. So, if that's the kind of thing you're into, make sure you don't miss it. It will be airing at 7:30 Central on Talking XP on Twitch tomorrow night. Other than that, I've got my usual bi-weekly Fallout 2D20, Modiphius' Fallout 2D20 game. It's set in the Pacific Northwest over on Cybernation Uncensored. That is on Saturday night, like late Saturday night. And other than that, I'm going to be nose to the grindstones, making sure that Sagas can get out on time for its January Kickstarter. There's still a lot of work to do, and I'm making sure that I'm checking all 10 million boxes that I have to.
But of course. Yes. If you are interested in any of these things, make sure to go out and support our wonderful players and TTRPG community members, because by supporting each other, we can strengthen this community and meet new people and have fun and see interesting stories like this one. So we hope that you'll come back next Monday to enjoy the next episode. Until then, we hope you have a great week, a great weekend, and come back next Monday to reclaim it with us with another episode. We'll see you then.